It is a major sin. مثلا when he say man غشنا فليس منا, whoever cheat us is not from us. So that shows that cheating is what? Is a kaba'ir. It's a major sin. But it doesn't mean that you have a transaction with the brother, right? Let's say I'm going to sell you a car. I'll tell you, akhi, mashallah, this car, man, the transmission and the engine is mumtaz. Jayyid jiddan. Right? You just left the parking lot before a mile, akhi, the temperature go up, the transmission is not going second. You tell me, hey, akhi, you man, the Prophet say, man ghashana falaysa minna. You a kafir. Are you going to say that? La. But you say, akhi, truly your iman is deficient. You're a believer, but you're a da'if believer. Right? Right. لا يزني الزاني حين يزني وهو مؤمن لا يسرق السارق حين يسرق وهو مؤمن. All of those hadith. It shows that the person is not out of the fold of Islam. But it shows that his iman was naqis, down at the time that he was doing that action. So therefore, فَلَيْسَ مِنَّا, it means what? It means that the person belief is, he's there, but he is not complete in his belief. But here is not the completion of al-wujub, of what is wajib upon him, but rather it is the completion of al-istihbab. Return back to the lesson last Friday in Usul al-Thalatha, or 2 lessons ago. Very good. And likewise the other hadith, whoever does not honor the guest, he's not from us. If he comes to your house, mathalan Bara Abu Musa come to visit you, you don't serve him no tea, you don't serve him no biscuits, you don't serve him no food, no nothing. You just give him a newspaper to read, feel comfortable. Is he going to say, man, akhi, you are a disbeliever? No, he's not. So the likes of this hadith is very important. Because people, they will go, ya'tamiduna, they will rely upon the language, not rely upon the barakallah, the umumiyat nusus, the generality of the text. So for laysa minna, whenever it comes in regard to an action to be done, it shows the importance of that action. That abandoning it is what? Is a calamity. But if it is in regard to barakallah a sin, it shows that that sin is a major sin. It shows that the sin is a major sin. So the Shahafidahullah tabaraka wa ta'ala he mentioning about the hadith that Imam Ahmad rahimahullah, Imam Abu Dawud marfu'an, traceable to the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, when he mentioned man lam yuwattir falaysa minna, whoever does not pray the salatul witr, he is not from us. What is the meaning of that, Abu Zura? Abu Bakr, what is the meaning of falaysa minna? Huh? Are you Abu Bakr? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to make sure. I'm trying to make sure that everybody understands, because this is an aqeedah question, important question. I'm trying to make sure that what I was screaming and yelling, that everybody understands it. Yeah. That's all. I know I just said it, yeah. Okay, he's just naqsul iman. Ahsanta, very good. He's naqsul iman. In what angle? In what angle? In the iman that is wajib, or in that which is istihbab? La. Istihbab. Very good. Aba Ibrahim. Istihbab. So how do you understand this hadith, Aba Musa? فَلَيْسَ مَنْ لَمْ يُوَتِّرْ فَلَيْسَ مَنْ لَمْ نعم, what is the hadith? مَنْ لَمْ يُوَتِّرْ فَلَيْسَ مِنَّا, whoever does not pray the witr is not from us. فَلَيْسَ مِنَّا. Does it mean he's a disbeliever? Very good. Ahsan to Hassan.
You say if there is a lesson in that, that means that you know it. And the action is still wajib. Is the action wajib or is it wajib?
What action?
The witr.
We already dealt with that. We say that
it's not wajib.
No, hold up. At first we say, Shaykh Fadhan, he said that this witr, the scholars they mention, some say that it is wajib, some say it is mu'akkad. But ala kullin, it is a اتفاق على مشروعيته. It is a consensus that it is legislated. So based on that ittifaq of being legislated, everybody agree that it's legislated. Now some they see it as, if the person abandon it, then his shahada, his testimony is to be rejected. And he brought the statement of Imam Ahmad when he say that la yatruku, that man taraka al-witr amdan, whoever abandoned the witr purposely, he say fahuwa rajulun su, he is a evil person. And he went to say that his testimony is rejected. Now Imam Ahmad, Imam Abu Dawud, they brought another hadith that is marfu'an. طيب, whereas the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said that man lam yuwattir, whoever does not pray the witr, falaysa minna, he is not from us. Now he is not from us. Does it mean that he's not a Muslim? Or does it mean that he is a Muslim but his iman is that weak because of abandoning that which is from the actions of the consensus? طيب. أحسن الله إليك. نعم محمد.
فهو رجل سوء. This is male and female.
Yeah.
So that don't mean only male.
If a man is mentioned in a text, رجل, if it's only mentioned, يفيد العموم, يشتمل الرجال والنساء. It comprises a man and a female, unless there is a qarina, there is a substitute that comes to say that this is only for the man, not for the woman. Right? So we keep on, right?
That means that person can slaughter.
Can slaughter?
Yeah.
If you slaughter, you eat. He's not a kafir. He's a Muslim. So here now, he is giving us what is the witr. So we know what is the ruling of the witr, right? We know what is the ruling of the witr. And this is what the first thing. When he mentioned Babu Salatul Witr wa Ahkamuha, what is the ruling of Salatul Witr? This is already dealt with tonight already. So bi'idhnillahi tabaraka wa ta'ala, next class will be what? Wednesday. No. Yeah, next week, inshallah. We will be reading in regard to the witr, and likewise the waqtu al-witr. The witr itself, right? Meaning how to pray the witr, and likewise what is the time for witr. Please, inshallah, bring your al-wajiz, the book al-wajiz. Inshallah, we'll be reading from these two in regard to this issue. وصلى الله وسلم على محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. That his testimony is not accepted. That his testimony, meaning his shahada, is rejected. Sure, he say, Imam Ahmad rahimahullah mentioned, he say, ولا ينبغي أن تقبل شهادته ولا ينبغي أن تقبل شهادته, that it is not permissible to take his shahada. وسبحانك اللهم ربنا وحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. Yes, Adam.
Yeah, do you see over here, same thing.
Huh?
You see, it brings over here already is in hadith Buraidah.
Yeah, Buraidah. Now, حديث لغيره, حسن لغيره. Yes.
I want to know if that person can lead the prayer.
He say he want to know if the person that leave witr can lead the prayer. Whoever prayer is sahih, him leading the prayer is sahih. Shaykh Uthaymeen rahimahullah mentioned, whoever salah is sahih, him leading the prayer is sahih. And this question was in regard to the person that cut the lihya, the person that shave his beard. A question and say, if a person cut his lihya, can he lead the prayer? And he say this beautiful qa'idah, whoever salah is correct, then him leading the prayer will be correct. So the only one that can lead you in the salah, barakallah fi, is the person that is a kafir. And the next one that is a mubtadi', that is has the bid'ah that is mukaffira. Ahsantum. The one that has the bid'ah mukaffira. Let's say you come to a masjid, ma'am, right? And you know this guy, you know him, he be celebrating the Mawlud. Are you going to say, I'm not going to pray behind him? No, you don't. But if you know that this individual, he believes that the Salatul Fatih is better than reciting the Quran, this is not permissible to pray behind him. Because he has reached a level of bid'ah mukaffira. So whoever salah is correct, then him leading the salah will be correct. Adam, last one we pray. Allah yahfad.
I'm going to go off topic a little bit regarding this, but in the salah,
Aywa.
when did the Ma'mus supposed to be sounding like to hear himself or other people hearing in the salah?
He say, when is that the ma'mum, or meaning those who pray the imam, when do they, meaning say things loud? The Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he say, Sallu kama ra'aytumuni usalli. So how do we pray? We have to know it by way of the Messenger alayhi salatu salam, from the hadith of Sallu kama ra'aytumuni usalli. Who got the hadith? The Rawi.
No.
Abu Huraira?
I said Abu Huraira, but
No, that's not Abu Huraira.
it's not good. That's why I was
Huwayrith.
Huwayrith.
Malik ibn Huwayrith.
Malik.
Akhi, we mentioned this hadith miraran
Yeah, Malik.
wa takraran. Miraran wa takraran. Malik ibn Huwayrith. Easy hadith to memorize. Sallu kama ra'aytumuni usalli.
Yeah, Malik.
Right? So likewise, how we behind the imam will pray, we also, barakallah fiqh, has to learn it from the Sahaba, the companion, how they used to pray. It is not for no one to be raising their voice behind the imam. It is for nobody to raise their voice behind the imam, except the imam make a mistake, you rectify. From the takbir, you say it to yourself. From the taslim, you say it to yourself. Even reciting, you say it to yourself. Sometimes we hear people reciting along with the imam, or even sounding louder than the imam himself in the salah that are silent. So even in regard to the takbirat, all the way to the taslim, you and I praying behind the imam, we say it to ourselves. The only time now we're gonna start, alhamdulillah, saying it loud is when we are saying astaghfirullah, 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 all the way to the adhkar. That, alhamdulillah, we say it loud. And as we have studied, let us not feel shy about that. Let us implement that sunnah, at least establishing that sunnah of raising our voices in the adhkar. So to say assalamu alaikum loud, if you know the imam, don't do it if you were doing it. But rather you want to raise your voice, say subhan, astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah. This is from the sunnah. And inshallah ta'ala, we emphasize, and sometimes, alhamdulillah, all of our imam, they will, when they finish the salat, you all hear them saying astaghfirullah, making their dhikr loud, walhamdulillah. So maybe that's a reminder for all of us praying behind them. May Allah give them tawfiq. Wa sallallahu wa sallam ala Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in.